clearly from a bond market perspective, that makes sense. I think from an equity, probably other factors are going to dominate. So we've seen a very sharp pickup in retail spending. So remember, that hadn't been the leader of activity to start with. We're starting to see that pick up now. Seems to be a lot of pent-up demand for travel, for hotels, obviously Golden Week's coming up. So we do see that as a very big factor for asset markets going forward. So, we like Asia within the global context. We like China within Asia. And then if you're looking at the consumer discretionary part is our favored sector within China at the moment, with all this pent-up demand being deployed now and unlikely to be restrained from a policy perspective.
Unlikely to be restrained, but I mean, how much additional support do you expect to get from China on a policy standpoint here, given that the data is continuing to strengthen?
I think they're probably not going to do that much. In fact, in the property sector, they are leaning against it a little bit. So you're starting to see that come through, of course. And we, so that is a slight headwind. But overall, we see the focus on the domestic economy as being one, obviously cyclical, because demand internationally has been taking a huge hit. But also there's a structural element. All the challenges it's having with the US at the moment, we believe means that they're going to focus more on trying to get the domestic economy and regional economy in Asia being much more important going forward. So this is both cyclical as well as a structural support for the consumer economy.
Yeah, Steve, we talk about all these troubles with the U.S. and China, and Sam was just going through these reports around the unreliable list as well that could take aim at some U.S. companies. But on the other hand, I mean, how do you view the developments around TikTok? Because I keep wondering if this is actually an example where both sides can come to the negotiating table and at the end of the day declare a win, and perhaps that's encouraging for direction.
Yes, obviously it is. We don't know what the next tweet is going to be, of course. So that's the risk here, and I think that's the challenge that it does create. Is we have a significant amount of uncertainty out there, and this comes down to individual company level security. So it isn't going to be smooth sailing. Over time, you would expect the US and China to figure out how to work alongside each other to coexist. But probably ahead of the election, we're probably going to see more noise rather than less.